All right, hey, what's going on? So we have Sarah here, and she came to me struggling. Really, to start, she wanted to lose weight, but on her journey with me and together, she's really made a lot of positive changes. And I wanted to bring her on here so that way she could tell you exactly what she was struggling with and what's been the biggest help for her to really have massive success in her health. So Sarah, if you could, someone struggling out there, tell them, what were you struggling with when you first came to me?
So I was really unhappy with how I looked and how I felt. I always thought, I need to go on diet. So I started something and I failed and I was even more unhappy. And this went on and on and on for years. The thing is, like, when I was on diet, I was very strict. I'm a black and white person, so I was really, really strict with myself. One day I wouldn't eat lunch because I thought, okay, you have a lot for dinner. And then I was so hungry by the time it was dinner time, I would just eat literally anything. And then somehow, I don't know what happened. I think it was on LinkedIn. I popped on just a post of Dr. Bruno and I thought well, I have a look at it. So I started. I can remember our first call where I said but I am not going to note everything I eat. And you said nothing. And then I said and I am going to have a glass of wine on the weekend. You said, sure, you can have that. And in the beginning, it was really a struggle. It was hard for me because I was not prepared for that. And actually, I didn't want you to know what I was eating. So, And then somehow I got into it. I had my little lists, what my usual breakfast is. And so I could just push the button and there it was. And so then I got a feeling what am I eating? And there's nothing I cannot eat.
Yeah, in a nutshell, struggling, wasn't really happy with where you were, with how you looked, how you felt, right? That's where it always starts. And you knew what's healthy, you knew what isn't healthy, and you could do it for a little bit, but it was miserable and it sucked and you couldn't get results. And all you could do is stick to really strict things and you couldn't stick to it. You're not alone. Everyone struggles with that. Tell me, struggling with that, what's been the biggest help since we started?
I committed to someone to do it. It was, by the way, in the middle of the Swiss lockdown we had. So I was basically at home. I wanted to be accountable and it was important to me that I did something and that helped me. And then I decided if I say I'm going to the gym, I did it. I showed up and that was really important for me. So yeah.
Sure. So, having that plan and then committing to it, whatever you want to achieve in your life is important, but really talk about, and we were talking before I recorded this for a good 20 minutes, talk to me about really flipping everything you kind of thought about dieting on its head now and the way that you look at it in terms of, okay, this is sustainable. I can actually have foods I like. I can be full. I can drink wine whenever I want and still make massive progress with really changing your body. So, talk about that impact on you and how that's worked.
Before, because I failed so many times with dieting, I thought I cannot maintain a plan. And with this plan, it's absolutely easy because there's nothing I cannot have. If I have a piece of chocolate, I note it and then I realized, it's on the list. So maybe I just don't have something else that day and that I'm fine. And there's nobody saying you're a bad girl. It's just, I do it for me.
That's what everyone thinks in their head, right? I was good because I ate salad and then, I was bad because I had a piece of chocolate, right?
And now I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I just feel good. Actually, some days I cannot eat all I should eat.
Yeah. So that's honestly the stuff that really makes me happy is when you can see that you can make the changes. And then most importantly, right, those are great. And you're cool, but talk about, the results that you've gotten because of that and having the sustainable plan. Tell me about that.
In the beginning, the first I realized was that my fitness changed a lot. After 2 weeks, I realized, oh my God, I can run again. I'm running in the woods. So I was really thrilled how much power I had. I was I could lift more weights. After a while, I missed to do my exercise. I really missed it. I had the first pictures, old picture and new picture next to each other. I was just really oh my God. because you see yourself in the mirror every day. I don't realize it, and that was really just like an eye opener. 3 months, it's just like, oh my God, I fit better into clothes. I'm just more at ease with myself.
I always just want to say to anyone watching, if you're watching, this is all because she goes back to committing. You know, this is not magical stuff. It's pretty simple, you know, but it does take effort. There's going to be times where, you know, you don't want to work out, but when you start and you commit to it, and the biggest thing that Sarah, like every time we message or anything, it's always, oh my gosh, my energy is so high. It just like, at first you feel like you can't, okay, where am I going to get this energy? But you just create it by making these positive changes and seeing the results. I mean, and that's a big thing, you know, that I see with you for sure. So, I mean, yeah, if someone's out there, they're struggling, they have done yo-yo dieting, they've really restricted things, and okay, yeah, it sounds great, like I can have food that I really like you hear it all the time, and lose weight. I guess, you know, what would you have someone do if they were struggling with that?
Call Dr. Bruno.